I'm going to be discussing why everyone should attend therapy. In today's world, it seems as if physical health is everyone's main concern and priority, and is constantly being compared and praised. What people do not realize is that mental health is just as important, if not more. People that seem the most mentally stable probably have something going on internally that you don't know about. Individuals like that are not normally the type to talk about their problems and what they're feeling, which is why therapy could benefit anyone that tries it. With that being said, I strongly believe that everyone should see a therapist no matter what you're going through, and let me tell you why. No matter who you are, I guarantee you can admit to feeling down sometimes or occasionally feeling anxiety-ridden. While this can be a normal part of life, it isn't always easy to deal with and navigate. Counseling therapy has been proven to reduce severe cases of anxiety and depression by 6 times. That information is from Health Core Clinic. Having that person that is always there for you, whether it is to guide you through a hardship or just talk to you about life, can be very relieving on your mental health. Most cases of anxiety and depression originate from bottled up feelings and thoughts that you're either too scared to talk about or you just don't know how to put them into words. Building trust with a therapist can be difficult with certain personality types, but you can always switch to a different person if needed. Creating these types of bonds unironically takes the weight and stress off your back that you didn't even know you had. And the best part, that is quite literally a therapist's job, listening and trying to help you with your problems. Adding on to the previous topic of anxiety and depression, they aren't really the most navigatable mental blocks to get around. With that being said, coping skills are great to have. It's great to have developed, and that is exactly what they can come from therapy. Coping skills range from many different methods that go from deep breathing to the grounding methods, all meant for different circumstances. They are meant to keep your heart and mind at the same place when going through something hard, or even just life itself. Most people do not know what method works best for them, or what they even enjoy, and that is truly no one's blame. Coping mechanisms just are not talked about enough, but once put to use, they are extremely helpful. Numerous people have reported not knowing that coping skills even exist. Therapists are there to guide you through experimenting and figuring out what works best for you. It might feel out of the ordinary or even scary at first, but the many goods that will come from these are worth it. Moving on, many people do not realize how many types of therapies there is. No matter what you're going through, there will always be a type of therapist that could be useful to someone at some point. The first type of therapist that I'm going to touch base on are psychologists. These people hold a PhD or a PsyD and can provide therapy and can perform assessments and research. Next, there are licensed clinical social workers who are trained to provide therapy and support for all individuals that range from elders, children, families, certain groups, and even more. There are also licensed professional counselors who are trained to provide therapy and support and also can provide people with career support. You can typically find these type of counselors in schools. There are far more to discuss, but these are the 3 that you most commonly see by individuals. Nevertheless, no matter what your circumstances are or how you are feeling and why you are feeling a certain way, there is no excuse for not getting the help you need, because there's always someone for everyone. Relationships are one of the most important factors of human life. You form relationships with nearly everyone you meet and truly can form the flow of your life as a whole. However, they are a common struggle for some people. If you struggle with any type of relationship, whether it is your marriage or even the relationship with your parents, it is very important that you restore the relationship or find out where it is going wrong. And truth be told, there is no better way to do this than to go see a therapist. Advanced Psychiatry Associates explains that seeing a counselor for your relationship can help you learn how to be better at communicating, which is a leading cause of problems in a relationship. Moreover, couples therapy is not just for couples who are on the verge of breaking up or getting divorced, but for every couple who simply want to learn to love more effectively or just to do something that they can connect with their partner even more on a deeper level. And if you are not in a romantic relationship, but if you want to build a better relationship with your family or your parents, see a counselor. It is that easy, yet provides wonders in your household and life in general. Now, many people do argue that you cannot trust therapists and that they can tell anyone they want. While this may seem like a reasonable thing to worry about, it is not something that happens nearly ever and is actually illegal. What most people do not realize is that some therapists, well, actually every therapist, follows strict confidentiality laws that can get them in big troubles, even leading them to getting their license revoked or taken away if they tell anyone anything without your permission. They cannot even tell your parents or loved ones unless you give them the okay. People also argue that if you go to therapy, you are considered broken or unwell. This is very untrue, as you do not call someone broken or unwell if they get the flu or if they get cancer. So why does it make you broken for needing help mentally? By all means, it should not. Mental health and physical health are both important to keep up and keep going, but mental health is just harder to notice, as not everyone can see it with the eye. No matter what, getting help with your mental and emotional health shows signs of strength. People that are struggling tend to try to hide it for as long as they can, till eventually they cannot no more. There is nothing wrong or irregular about seeing a therapist, because after all, it is just like seeing any other doctor, and all for the same reason, trying to improve your health. Continuing on, therapy provides a safe and supportive space to explore your own self. Not everyone knows themselves to their every emotion, thought, or feeling, but having a therapist to help dive deeper into yourself helps gain self-awareness. Therapists have a way of seeing things that you didn't even know were there to be seen. They can recognize patterns in your behavior even after just 2 sessions. Clients can learn things like why they think a certain way, what makes them think a certain way, and what truly matters to them. Lastly, goal setting is another major factor that comes into play in life, but it can truly be difficult. Humans are very good at setting goals that they know will make them feel good if achieved, but some are just not reasonable. However, therapists are good at breaking your big life goals into small steps, making them easier to achieve. This method gives you one small thing to focus on at a time and reduces your chances of giving up on your goals because they're not super hard. It also helps you learn how to celebrate small victories along the way, which is a great motivator. Ultimately, therapists prove stability in every aspect, helping people move towards a more fulfilling life. In conclusion, therapy is a powerful tool to help improve yourself, understanding yourself, and fulfilling yourself in every way. By going to therapy, you are opening up your heart and mind and clearing out all the bad, which is really a hard thing to do. If everyone were to attend therapy, the world would be far less hostile and people would be rid of most of their struggles, making peace throughout the world far more bound. Altogether, the benefits make therapy all worth it, creating a path toward becoming the best version of yourself. Thank you.